You've got the bow, you've got the arrows. But if you're missing gear like this, you are leaving points on the target every single time. From tools that fix your grouping to accessories serious archers swear by, this list is going to upgrade your setup fast. Hit the bullseye every single time with these 10 picks. Welcome back to Gadget Vault. Every product is linked in the description. Let's get into it. Number 10 on the list is the Target Backstop Bag. And if you're still shooting into a flimsy foam block, you need this. These bags are built with dense layered fill that stops arrows dead without wrecking your fletching or your broadheads. You can set it up in your backyard, your garage, or even indoors if you've got the space. The self-healing surface means you're not patching holes every weekend. It's portable enough to toss in the truck for a range day, but sturdy enough to handle field points and broadheads alike. If you're serious about practicing more, this is the gadget that makes it actually convenient. Coming in at number 9, the Arrow Fletching Jig. Broken or crooked fletching ruins your groups faster than almost anything else, and replacing vanes by eye is a nightmare. This tool clamps your arrow shaft and lines up each vane at the exact same angle every single time. That consistency is the whole game in archery. Small errors add up downrange. Whether you're fixing a damaged arrow or building a full dozen from scratch, this jig turns a frustrating chore into a 5-minute job. Once you fletch your own arrows properly, you'll never trust a pre-made batch the same way again. Number 8 is a compound bow sight, and this one alone can transform your accuracy overnight. A good multi-pin sight lets you dial in exact yardages, so you're not guessing your holdover at 40 yards. The fiber optic pins stay bright even in low light, which matters a lot during that golden hour hunt or a late evening range session. Adjustable windage and elevation mean you can fine-tune it to your exact bow setup, instead of fighting a sight that's close, but not quite right. If your groups have been inconsistent, this upgrade is usually where the fix actually is. It's not flashy, but it might be the single most important gadget on this entire list. At number 7, we've got the leather finger tab, a small piece of gear that makes a massive difference if you shoot traditional or bare bow. Without proper protection, repeated draws tear up your fingers fast, and that pain changes your form without you even realizing it. A quality tab gives you a smooth, consistent release surface, so your draw feels the same shot after shot. It's lightweight, it fits in a pocket, and it lasts for years if you take care of it. For traditional archers especially, this is less of a luxury and more of a requirement. Grab one and your fingers will thank you after the very first session. Number 6 is the broadhead sharpener, and if you're bow hunting, this one's non-negotiable. A dull broadhead doesn't just fly worse, it also means a less humane, less effective shot on game. This tool lets you restore a razor edge in seconds without needing a full sharpening kit or steady hands with a stone. It works on fixed blade and some mechanical heads, keeping your hunting arrows field ready all season long. Compact enough to toss in your pack, it's the kind of gadget you don't think about until the moment you desperately need it. Keep one with you and you'll never second-guess your broadhead again. Sitting at number 5, the hard compound bow case. If you travel to the range, to hunting camp, or on a plane with your gear, a soft case just isn't enough protection. This hard shell case absorbs impact, keeps your limbs and cam safe from getting knocked out of tune, and usually has room for arrows, a release, and extra accessories too. TSA-style latches make it secure for checked luggage if you're flying to a hunt. Scratches, drops, and rough handling stop being a threat to a bow that costs hundreds of dollars. If you've ever cringed watching your case get tossed around, this upgrade pays for itself the first trip. Number 4 is a drop-away arrow rest, and this is another one of those quiet upgrades that fixes accuracy problems you didn't know you had. A drop-away rest clears out of the way the instant you release, which means way less contact with your fletching, and way tighter, more predictable groups. It's a noticeable jump up from a basic containment rest, especially if you're chasing consistency at longer distances. Setup takes a little patience with timing, but once it's tuned, it stays tuned. Hunters love it because it's quiet and reliable when it matters most. If your arrows have been fishtailing off the rest, this is very likely your answer. At number 3, the wrist strap release aid. Finger shooting has its place, but a mechanical release gives you a cleaner, more consistent trigger break every single time you draw. That consistency translates directly into tighter groups and way less flinching under pressure. The wrist strap design means it's always right there, ready to clip in, so you're not fumbling for it mid-hunt or mid-competition. Adjustable length and trigger tension let you dial it in exactly to your hand and your shooting style. If you've been shooting fingers and wondering why your release feels inconsistent, this gadget alone can change everything. It's a small piece of gear with an outsized impact on your shot. Number 2 on the list is the arrow puller, and this is one of those gadgets that seems minor until you're standing at the target with sore fingers. Rubber grip arrow pullers give you the leverage to pull arrows cleanly out of dense foam or field targets without straining your hands. It protects your fletching from getting crushed in the process too, which saves you money on replacements. Small, cheap, and something you'll use literally every single time you shoot. Every serious archer ends up with one in their pocket sooner or later. Honestly, it's surprising how many people go without this until their hands force the issue. And that brings us to number 1, the bow stabilizer. This is the gadget experienced archers point to again and again when asked what actually improved their accuracy the most. A stabilizer absorbs vibration and torque at the moment of release, keeping your bow steadier and quieting down that hand shock that throws off your aim. It balances the front end of your bow, which reduces fatigue during long practice sessions or all-day hunts. Competitive archers run longer stabilizers for maximum steadiness, while hunters often go shorter for mobility in the field. Either way, the difference in pin float alone is something you'll feel on your very first shot with one installed. That's my number 1 pick. Every link is in the description below. If this helped, subscribe, and I'll see you in the vault.